Matt Barnes, who was your MVP of the weekend?
My MVP of the weekend, although he didn't play Saturday, he played Friday, and they say the weekend starts on Friday. So I'm going to give it to Giannis. This guy's averaging 33 points, 13 rebounds, 6 assists, has his team off to an undefeated start without Chris Middleton. I don't think we talk enough about how this guy is a leader, whether it's verbally or just leading by example. These guys will run through a wall for Giannis, and this team is going to be scary once they're fully healthy.
Look, Matt, Giannis may have won the weekend, but he still finds way to stay humble. Take a listen.
I cannot have everything in life. Cannot have everything. Cannot be handsome, beautiful kids, beautiful wife, great family, great teammate, great coaching staff, handsome, athletic. I cannot have everything in life. I cannot make threes too. God had to keep me humble. God said basically, cannot make threes. Can't shoot. Stay humble, my guy. Dominating the paint, rebounds, dunking on people, Euro stepping. I had to stay humble somehow.
Richard?
No, I respect this because me and Giannis are the same type of humble. We are the exact same type of humble.
You have your chest there? Is that why you have your chest there out
I'm not
today?
saying we're the same type of basketball player. I'm saying we're the same type of humble.
What?
That's it. Yeah.
Your humble is more on the side of arrogant. His is more like actual.
Did you just?
You're like,
did you just
you're
hear
more
what
like
he said?
Fumble, fake humble.
Let's
He's
hear, let's
real
hear
humble.
what
You're
he
a fumble.
said. Look,
okay.
we are both.
Kathy,
we
don't
are
give
so
him a single
proud
side. Nope.
of how humble we both
You're
are.
a fumbler.
I agree
it's all
with
good.
you, Giannis.
But sticking with Giannis, Giannis dominating out of the gates. Giannis dominating out of the gates is not exactly surprising.
No.
But there has been one team that has dominated the weekend that was an actual surprise. Ramona Shelburne, my Stanford sister, which, by the way, goes Stanford Cardinal in women's basketball. You know, starting tonight. The Utah Jazz have been an excellent story in the league. They're now 8-3 after sweeping the LA teams this weekend.
That wasn't that impressive.
How in the... Oh, that is fair. But how in the world? No one expected them to be 8-3, Richard. How in the world, Ramona, are they doing it?
Look, they got to a point where they could tear it all down to the studs, right? This is either a full rebuild, go all the way in for the Wembanyama tank, or take a look at your roster and say, they have some good, useful players that can still play in this league. Jordan Clarkson, Lauri Markkanen, like these guys can still play in this league. And the Jazz had a gut check moment when they had trades out there, right? They could get a first-round pick for Jordan Clarkson. They could go try to trade Mike Conley. But they looked at Will Hardy, their new head coach, and said they have such high hopes for him. And they believe he can be the next Eric Spoelstra, video guy who becomes a head coach in this league.
Great trajectory.
Said, hey, we have players that play the way he wants to play. Let's let them go out there and see what they can do. Lauri Markkanen has been a revelation for them this year. And I think this is a classic example of 25 years old, comes into the league, interesting 7-footer, can do a lot of things. Is he a 3? Is he a stretch 4? Is he a 5? Will Hardy said to me yesterday, we just play him at everything. We don't put him in any boxes. Just put him out there and play. And he really has capitalized off of a great showing with the Finnish national team in the Eurobasket into this situation in Utah where they're just going to keep letting him play. There's no expectations on this team. As long as they keep playing well and he plays like this as he did for Finland, the sky's the limit for this kid.
This is a very interesting team. I think, as Ramona pointed out, they thought they were blowing this up and going to put themselves in the sweepstakes for Victor. But like you said, they have a lot of talented, kind of under-the-radar guys. No superstars on this team, but just a lot of hard, blue-collar worker type guys. So, you know, with the new coach, these guys have bought into a system. Interesting to see how long this lasts, but they've been very impressive to start the season.
And there you see all the numbers. I mean, Lauri Markkanen, 22 points per game. Jordan Clarkson provides that, you know, veteran expertise. Colin Sexton, just that passion to get games and win games, 82 games. He's that factor that might be a little bit more intrinsic, but
Every
he helps
single
with
one
wins.
of those guys was acquired in trade.
Yeah. It's
Jordan Clarkson has been there for a few years.
Yeah.
But this is what I'm going to say. One about Lauri. Shout out Arizona men's basketball since we're doing shout outs to college. Shout out my guy, Lauri. And one of the things, and talking to some people at the Cavs, Lauri did such a good job there. Really kind of, like it was a resurgence in his career.
Yeah.
He was a top pick, didn't really play well in Chicago, really struggled. But he, what I was told, fell in love with the game of basketball there in Cleveland. So the fact that Cleveland is creating that type of culture, and then now you see Lauri out here balling, doing all of this stuff. Now let's get to the Jazz. They need to stop whatever they're doing, in my opinion, because yes, they do have a ton of nice pieces. But if anybody on this panel can sit up here and tell us a top 10 free agent that they've ever brought in They have to do it via the draft. They did it with Donovan Mitchell. They did it with Karl Malone. They did it with John Stockton. They did it with Rudy Gobert. They have to do it through the draft.
Wait, so you're saying you don't want this from the Jazz right now?
No,
Matt,
I want them to have the
Matt,
number one pick.
do you think they should keep it rolling? It's always nice.
Well, I
to
think
win.
they should keep it rolling, but I don't realistically see it rolling at this level. I think they may come back down to earth at some point, but again, until they don't, I love what they're doing.
And what level are we talking about? Myself and producer Schwartz actually dug into the numbers on why they are doing so well, starting out of the gates 8-3, and they're shooting the three ball. They're shooting the three ball so well, you guys. They're top 10, actually top 8, both in offense and defense. They make 15 threes a game. The only other two that are sandwiched around them, the Boston Celtics right there making 16, the Warriors making 15, or just, you know, all in the same category. So shooting the ball, this may not continue, as you said, Matt, but at the end of the day, these are guys that are professionals. They what Richard?
The worst thing that you can do is be just okay.
I know
Either
why.
be really bad or really good.
I know why, Richard. It's
Why?
because you like the L Club for V-Dub.
No, I love it.
The L Club for V-Dub, which, if you guys don't know, you heard it here first. It's the losing club for Victor Wembanyama.
Yes.
You think that because, and you have said that you think he would go higher than LeBron James potentially.
Well, I say this as, and you look at history. Look, Hakeem Olajuwon went over Michael Jordan, and Sam Bowie went over Michael Jordan because you always take the 7-footer over the 6'7". That's not a knock on anybody's talent here. But what I'm trying to express this is if you are the Utah Jazz, you are a smaller market team, right? Yes, you have a lot of picks, but there's one pick that matters. It's how high you are in the draft this year. That's the only pick that matters.
True.
So, like, yes, this is great. They might go 500. They might make the 8th seed. That is a compliment to the coaching staff and everyone in that organization. Is that what they should be doing? Is that because express that to me.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN Plus.